Alright then, hey everyone. So today we're going to be learning a bit about SurfaceGUIs. So basically what a SurfaceGUI is, so you have a screen GUI, it goes on your screen, and a SurfaceGUI is basically a GUI that goes on, well, a surface. So let's say our surface, for example, is this part. So what we can do is we can go to the part, click on the plus, and we'll insert a SurfaceGUI. And then there you go, it's kind of like a screen GUI. You got the properties and all that, you got enabled, resound, spawn, all that. And you can actually click on the plus and insert a text label. And then there you go. You have a text on the part. But this is the way I'm doing this right now is only if you'd want to, you know, sort of maybe put an image, put like a piece of text on here. But there's a bit more advanced way that we can do it by putting it inside of SurfaceGui, clicking on Adorni, and then clicking on the part. Now this is going to act basically like a SurfaceGui, and this is actually how I did my 3D main menu from 2 years ago, 1 year ago. I guess 1 year. It was just at the end of 2022. But yeah, this is a SurfaceGui. It's the exact same as a normal screen GUI, but it's on a surface instead of your screen. So to start off, we'll be going through a bit of the properties. So starting off, we have the Adorni. So basically what this is the part that the SurfaceGui is being projected on. So like SurfaceGui is projecting on this particular part, as we click on the blank box, which did this, and we can click on it and it sends us to this part, and it's on there now. Always on top. So basically this would be if you're just wanting to like hide some stuff behind a wall maybe. So maybe we have a wall in front of our SurfaceGui right here. If we enable always on top, it will always display in front of this part, no matter where it was. You can even go under the base plate, it will still appear because it's always on top. Next, enabled, pretty self-explanatory. Click the box, it's disabled, click the box, enabled. So yeah. Face is basically just like the side of the parts that you want it to display on. So currently this is the front of the part. So the front of the part is facing this way. So this part of the part is the front. So if I take it to the back, it will be all the way over here. Okay, to the left, over here. Okay, to the right, it'll be over here. By influence. So basically, let's say we have the sun set. The moon is not. The moon is facing away from the text label. Now, if we change this to 0, the SurfaceGui will not be influenced by the light on the moon. So if we enable this to 1, and you can actually change like the amount of influence the lights have on it. So I'm just going to keep it at 1. 1 is the default value, so it's kind of like putting a decal on right now. So here we have a light, basically just lights. The light is like, you know, fading away because it's further away. If we change the light influence to 0, and it will slowly be less affected by the light, and when it isn't, then it's just completely white. That's basically light influences. That's the best I can explain it. Max distance is basically, it's a new property actually. So like if we go 1,000 slots away from this, it will stop displaying. You can see if I zoom in a bit, you cannot see it, but if I zoom closer in, well, there it is, it'll pop in and out into existence. So if I change it to maybe, let's say 10 slots, it would have to be 10 slots for it to be visible. Go away, it's not there. It's just 1,000. Resound spawn. So this is if you want the, imagine we script something and then we make this text go to the bottom left. If the player dies, we want to go to the bottom, to the top left. So to do that, we can just enable resound spawn, which resets the entire GUI back to its original state when the player spawned in. Oops, descendants. This is basically like if we set the text label to like a minus 0.9, sorry, minus 0.1. As you see, like you can see this little bit that's clipping through because it's out of the bounds. If we disable this, that will not apply and it will just display wherever. I recommend keeping this on if you're doing something like this. Now, a pretty important property right here, pixels per stud. So imagine we have a scale text right here. As you can see, if we get close to it, it's a bit pixelated. To change that, we can go over here and change the pixel per stop to about 100. Text will get smaller, but you'll see it gets a bit more high quality. And actually, if I say to rich text, for some reason rich text makes the text really big on SurfaceGui, and I have no idea why. And we could change it to 250 or something to scale the part, and there you go, you have a high quality text. But yeah, that is how you make pixels on the SurfaceGui a bit more than it normally is, because like you can make this really low quality if you want to, like 1 pixel, 2 pixels, 3 pixels, 4 pixels. Yeah, you can make it as low quality as you want. So imagine we want to make, I don't want to use a click detector, that's boring. So we'll click on the plus and we'll insert a text button and we'll put it in the center with 0.5 on the anchor point and 0.50 on the position. Change the size a bit to about 0.5. So it looks like this. We can change the text. There we go. There is our button. Now, just script it. Just click on the plus. Local script. We'll do the script dot parent dot mouse. Put in 1 click. Colon connect function. And then here, what we'll do is we'll do workspace dot part colon destroy. So basically, what this does is when we click this button, it will just destroy the part. And then when we're in game, we'll click the button, and our part gets destroyed. But this is locally, so if you're on a different client, you will still see this part. Of course, you would have to do a a server-side script if you want it to disappear on all clients. But yeah, that is basically how SurfaceGUIs work, and that's how I made a 3D menu GUI, and that's how a lot of other menu GUIs that look like this do what they do. Basically, it's just a normal screen GUI, but it's on the surface. That's all I can really say. But yeah, I hope you learned something from this video, and in the next tutorial. Goodbye.